Four teams have battled through the opening round of the college football playoff, and now the pressure and the intensity continue to mount as we go to the quarterfinals, moving away from home sites and onto neutral fields. What's the bigger factor, the battle-tested team or the better-rested team? What a build-up here for this college football playoff quarterfinal game. It's the Boise State Broncos against the Texas A&M Aggies. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler along with Joel Klatt. We are excited for this quarterfinal game, and Holly Rowe joins us on the sidelines for some of the key storylines.
Guys, everything is bigger in Texas, and that includes the crowd here today for the Cotton Bowl. It is electric down here on the field. Everybody is energized and ready for this playoff matchup. I can tell you the teams will have to communicate and really lock in because it is dynamic here on the field. Back to you.
Okay, thank you, Holly. So Boise State's offense comes on the field first today. Right away, the focus on this offensive line, well aware of the challenge. You can't put on the tape and not see an imposing defensive front, Joel, that's been so good at getting after the quarterback. Can they handle it?
Well, I'll tell you right now, Chris, if they're in obvious passing situations, no, they cannot handle it. They've got to run the football effectively, in particular on first down. Get into those third and shorts, because if you're in third and long, there's no chance.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. He'll hand it off. To the 45. Breaks into the clear. Tackle made after a big gain. Ball moves to the 21. And the Broncos will hustle to the line here to run the hurry up. They'll hand it off. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Well, Boise State and elite running backs go hand in hand, Chris. They seem to always have another guy ready to take over, whether it's Ashton Jeanty, Ian Johnson, Jay Ajayi, Doug Martin. They've always got somebody, and you're going to have to deal with them running the football.
To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. Early drama here in this playoff game. It's a 4-point play. They try to convert on third down in the red zone. Here comes a handoff. Able to convert on third, sets up first and goal at the 8. And after the play, looks like a man is shaken up. It's their junior running back. It's a concern. Holly will try to get an update soon. The Broncos come to the line with first and goal. Scanning the field. It's Madsen. Moves out of the pocket. And they'll force him out of bounds just short of the goal line. Offense facing second and goal. On the ground, try to punch it in for the score. Touchdown, Broncos, as they claim the lead here in this playoff game.
You can't start any better than that as an offense. You get that ball, and you go right down the field for a score. You know, a lot of times these offensive coordinators create scripts the first 10 or 15 plays. They map them out during the week. Well, this one was mapped out perfectly.
PAT is good, so it's 7-0. So after putting up a touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And here comes the Texas A&M offense for the first time in this playoff game. Aggies hoping for a deep run. Expectations always high there. The commitment is so strong, Joel. And last season, losing a home playoff game to Miami did not sit well.
And certainly losing at home, that's going to leave a poor taste in your mouth. But this is a program that is committed at the top end, just as you mentioned. And this A&M program is a program that I've always felt could be a real superpower in college football. And here back for the second straight year, I think this is the beginning of a really good era for the Aggies.
They'll tackle him right at the 31.
You know, Chris, one of the things we don't talk about enough in quarterback play is the decision-making in the run game. And here in the RPO, he makes a great read. He's not throwing the football. It doesn't go on his stat sheet, but he hands the football off on a beautiful...
Makes the catch and has space. They get him down, but a big gainer to the 42.
That's a good find by the quarterback. These early first downs within the series, they're so important to establish momentum. And now you've got to take that momentum and carry it with you. Try to get this ball down the field and go get points on this series.
Quarterback will throw this out of the RPO. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play. So the completion yields 7 yards. Solid gain to set up 2nd and 3. Grab behind the line. It's Horton. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play. Short completion. A 3rd down play coming up. They're moving the receiver now before the snap. Running play called on 3rd and short. They make the stop, but good enough for a 1st down at the 29. Tough running to get the 1st down. He told us he chose an SEC school, Joel, because he wanted to be part of the great running back legacy in this league.
And what a legacy it is, Chris, and you're exactly right. So many programs have built themselves on toughness, physicality, running the football. I think about Mark Ingram and Derrick Henry at Alabama. What players they are, and here they've got to continue to do that. Lean into that physical-oriented running attack. Feature this guy as much as you can.
2nd down play coming up. Oh, a fumble here. Can you believe it? Well, scooped up by the defense. And he breaks clear down the right side. It's a foot race. The 20, inside the 10. Touchdown, Boise State. A defensive score in this playoff game. Wow. So they'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And from deep in the end zone, they'll bring it out. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. Here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. And for the first play of the drive, they'll set up at the 16. Looking to throw. It's Reed. Grab down the middle. It's Horton. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker.
I really like the execution from this quarterback and wide receiver. Watch as they're on the same page and then on the same timing. If you're going to complete these in-breaking routes, it's got to be framed up and it's got to be thrown on time. Both of those happen when it's completion for this offense. I think his best strength is havoc plays. He's constantly in the backfield. It doesn't matter if you're throwing the football, he's after the quarterback. You're running the football, he's in the backfield, tackling the running back. He's constantly in the backfield, which is just a pressure situation if you're on offense.
Pulls it in. It's Horton. It's not enough for a 1st down. It'll be 4th down and 1. And the Aggies will line up to kick it away. Boise State is in front, and the first quarter is in the books. What is a huge opportunity for both these programs to get a step closer to a national championship. And on 4th down, the punter sends it away. We'll see what he can do with the return. And the returner will be brought down. And the Boise State offense is back out on the field. The last possession was just old school power football. Let's see if they can keep that going here. And now the handoff. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. Well, this team hoping to make an impact in the completely rebuilt Pac-12. Joe, you and I both love this conference. For decades, they produced such excellence. It's a completely different-looking league right now, but a big opportunity for this team today.
And, Chris, part of that opportunity is creating a legacy for this new group and really establishing this conference as a premier conference moving forward. What an opportunity, like you suggested. If they're able to get the win here today, I think people will look at this rebuilt league in a totally different way.
The offense really clicking here. That now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. Fires it to the wideout. And it's incomplete, just out of the reach of the receiver. In a big picture sense, this offense representing not just their school or even their conference, but really all group of 6 conferences who've been told, well, you're on the fringe of the sport. For them to beat a power conference team today would be huge.
Chris, you're exactly right. And yet, as a team, and more specifically as an offense, the only thing that you have total control over is your own effort level and the detail with which you play. In order to have the upset and complete the upset here today, you just have to execute. You can't be thinking about conference this and conference that. It's just football. 53.5 by 100. Go execute.
That's big. They convert on 3rd and set them up first down from the 32. So they get a big gain by feeding the speedy wide receiver, Joel. They told us they were going to do this. It makes sense. Get him the ball however you can.
Well, I really love that they're doing it with the RPO because that puts the defense in conflict, and then you can utilize that speed, and he's got more space to operate. The only thing the quarterback's got to make sure of, Chris, is delivering an accurate throw because, remember, timing plus ball placement, that equals yards after the catch.
Really solid first down gain. He's just short of the marker, so maybe a chance here to take a downfield shot.
Chris, there are some players that when they have the ball in their hands, they just hate to be tackled. And that's this guy. He's always fighting for extra yardage, and here he's able to get 2, 3, 4, 5 extra yards after contact.
Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Caught near the goal line. And he's in. Touchdown, Broncos. But they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. Attack on the PAT, and it's 21-0. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. Here comes the Aggies offense back out there. This group is coming off a quick 3-and-out. Can they put something together in this drive? Dropping back, it's Reed. Looks left and finds his target there. They bring him down after a short gain there. Favorable situation, 2nd and 4. They pick up 6 on the first down pass. They'll give it to the back. Fights through a tackle. A quick juke. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down.
These are the type of run plays that can build into future success. I know it doesn't look like much, right? It's second down, you move the chains, that's all great. But that's the exact type of run that you can play off of later in the game, get to play action pass, and get those safeties down near the line of scrimmage.
Was out of bounds, but a nice chunk of yardage there. He's across the 45. Texas A&M getting set with a 1st and 10 now. And he drops back in the gun. Quick throw to the left side. It's picked off. He tried to fire the ball into a tight window. They tackle him after a short return, but they get the football back and set up shop near midfield.
I always wonder, Chris, just how quickly these quarterbacks can forget about a mistake. And listen, they're going to happen. You're going to throw interceptions. But the great ones come back right away, and they play better because of them. We'll see how he reacts the rest of the game.
It's a deep shot to the right. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Tries the right with a quick throw. Wide open downfield. There's the tackle, but first down yardage. And it's a bunch formation. And there's the handoff. Runs through the defender. And they'll force him out of bounds after a short run. Second down after that run on the previous play. It's a draw. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
I know it doesn't look like much, but I really like that play. Chris, first of all, you're getting yourself in a more manageable third down situation, and the entire point of this thing is to move the chains. So creating this situation is not bad for the offense.
Using his legs on the scramble. They make the tackle, but the offense now set up with a first down at the 21.
Well, you get into these big games in the playoff, every first down feels big, and here the opportunity to scramble and move the chains. This is just a terrific job by the quarterback. I've always said, Chris, and it's even more important here in this situation, you've got to be able to scramble for 2, 3, 4 first downs a game, move the chains with your legs as a quarterback, and here he's able to do that. Man, my favorite thing about corners is when they're aggressive and they tackle well. This is just an easy hitch on the outside. It's man coverage, and so this corner is on an island. If he doesn't make this tackle, it's going to be a big gain, and he steps up and does it beautifully. This guy is always willing to stick his nose in there for the tackle.
And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. Brought down after a short return, but the pick sets up his offense. And the first play at the drive now, they're backed up at the 12-yard line. Back to pass. It's Reed. Quick completion to the tight end. You got a timeout here taken by the Aggies. That's their first. They have 2 more to work with before halftime. First down here for this offense. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Ball handed off. Good enough for first down yardage. Now Texas A&M calls their second timeout. They still have 1 more in their pocket for the rest of the half. Back-to-back chunk plays to begin the drive. The defense on their heels. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Pulls it in. It's Horton.
Yeah, I love the timing here of this out route. Chris, this ball's got to be thrown before the wide receiver breaks. The quarterback understands that, and that's what he sees. It's also imperative that he knows that he's got off coverage from that corner. That corner needs to have what's called deep responsibility. If he does, it's considered free access, and all you need to do is throw that ball on time, which he does for the completion.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Lets it go quickly. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. They stop at the 22. This offense in great scoring position now. And the Aggies will now spend their 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got remaining here in the first half. So with only a few seconds left in the half, the field goal unit comes out of the field. And it sails right through the middle of the uprights. Solid kick. And that field goal, the final play of this opening half.
Thanks, Chris. Exciting, action-packed, enormous drama. Talk about a first half of football.
Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and will bring the football to the 25-yard line. We're set to get the 3rd quarter going, but let's find out what Holly Rowe has learned on the sidelines. Holly?
I caught up with Coach Elko coming out of the locker room at the half. He delivered a passionate message in the locker room about ball security. He said, we have performed well at times. Our quarterback has been good, but too many turnovers. I want him right on that line of taking risks, delivering the ball downfield, but not putting it in jeopardy. That is their focal point to start the 3rd quarter. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. We'll keep an eye on that. They'll run it here. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Chris, somebody needs to tell this quarterback that there is a P in the RPO. That's clearly a pass read. He gives it to the back, and they're all over it. The defense was swarming in the backfield for a loss.
Back to throw. It's Reed. Makes the catch. It's Riley. They finally get him down, but a big play to the 46.
That is such an important conversion to keep your offense on the field. They're trying to execute this comeback here in the second half. They need points. They need it in a hurry. It's a good job of moving the chains on 3rd down.
They bring him down, but a solid 9-yard gain sets up a 2nd and short. After the run, He was a man down, injured on the field. Second down after that run on the previous play. Off the play fake, looking to pass it. Caught over the middle. It's Thomas. They bring him down, but not before gaining first down yardage to the 22.
Chris, these are so difficult to defend, and the reason is that tight end is normally so involved in the run blocking. So when you put a play-action fake out there, there is conflict on the defense.
Breaking free, end zone ahead. He's brought down at the 6. The offense will have first and goal right there.
What an advantage for this offense that they have players that they can dump the ball off to on short completions, and then they can take it yards after the catch and create explosive plays. And
Touchdown, Texas A&M. Caught in the end zone. They throw for the score.
That is exactly what the doctor ordered in this situation. Tight ball game, and they drive the length of the field. Great execution from everyone on the offensive side to go all the way down the field and put it in the end zone.
He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. The Broncos offense back on the field now. This game has suddenly gotten more interesting, so this offense needs to be productive here. And they'll try to pick it up on the ground. That gain moves the ball out near the 25.
This defense has got to play better up front, in particular on first down. This offense continues to just gain yards on first down, churning out 4, 5, 6 yards, and staying out of obvious passing situations. This defensive line has got to start winning their one-on-one blocks up front.
Caught in the backfield. It's Ford. Moves the ball out across the 30. That's good for a first down. The offense goes 5 wide, empty backfield. Looking to pass. It's Madsen. Makes the grab. It's Goff. They stop him out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield.
Well, it's another first down on this series, and they're doing a great job. This quarterback continues to see the defense really well and get the ball out on time. Now, once you're in the scoring area, you just can't take a sack and don't force the ball down the field.
They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a first down.
Well, Chris, the happiest guy on the field is the quarterback. He doesn't have to do anything, just pops it to his wide receiver, and it goes on his passing stats. When you get the edge with the speed, that is so big for the offense. Check out all those yards. For a quarterback, that's a dream.
Tackle made, but the gain moves the ball to 30. And the Broncos have first and 10 here. Looking for a gap. It's Gaines. They stop him after a 6-yard gain. So 2nd and 4.
Chris, I think they need to change the look up here defensively on first down. With 2 safeties back, it's just too easy to gain yards on the ground. They're giving them a free 4, 5, 6 yards every single time. That's keeping them out of passing situations, and you can't get your pass rush going. They need to adjust.
And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage.
Really solid stuff from this offense here. Quarterback is making good reads. He sees in the RPO, the run-pass option, that the handoff is there. The defense is back. He gives it to his back, and he picks up a nice gain.
And he heads out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run.
Well, tomorrow when this quarterback coach grades this film, he's going to put a plus next to this play for the quarterback. Not only does he make the right read, but he picks up a nice bit of yardage, and he avoids the hit and steps out of bounds. That's what I'm talking about.
Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
As the field condenses in the red zone, it becomes so difficult to run the football, and I think it becomes even more difficult to do it out of the shotgun. Because remember, you need space, you need to put the defense in conflict, and if you're not able to do that, then you need extra blockers. You need the tight end, you need the fullback, and you need to get downhill. You can't really do that out of the shotgun.
Boise State is in front, sitting in a pretty good spot as we wrap up the third quarter, trying to keep those national championship hopes alive. Let's take a quick look at the game stats while we have a chance. play here after the break. Offense trying to convert here on third down. Receiver in motion now. Touchdown, Boise State. This offense really clicking. This offense continues to execute. They don't care about the seeding. They don't care about the odds makers. This is a confident group and they're showing it.
And Chris, we are seeing firsthand why most coaches would rather play in the first round than have this extended layoff. It is so difficult to get your team ready to go after that long break. Meanwhile, this group, they established momentum round one, and they've maintained it here in round two.
And the Texas A&M offense heads back out onto the field. The last drive, the passing game, very effective. Moved them right down the field. Can the defense make adjustments? Looking for some space. It's Owens. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Well, now this defense is in a perfect situation. You're creating an obvious passing situation for the offense, and you can get these pass rushers going. Get them out on the edge, let them get after the quarterback, and create havoc in the backfield.
Ball handed off. Great cut there. Tackle made after a solid run by the junior. Following the play, we've got a Bronco who's shaken up on the field. It could be a concern as they move forward in this playoff. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. To throw, it's Reed. And it's incomplete on the overthrow. Just too much on that ball.
Chris, in this situation down big, this 4 vertical route concept, just have it on repeat. You basically call it every single play.
Incomplete. Second down coming up. Wants to throw it. A screen to the wide receiver. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion.
Chris, the key to these wide receiver screens is that the wide receiver has to make the first guy miss. If you can do that, there's a lot of yardage to be had. But if not, it's going to be a short gain, and you're going to be behind the sticks.
Receiver makes the grab, and he goes out of bounds just past midfield.
That was the most important play for this offense. Had to get the conversion if they wanted any chance in this game whatsoever. Now, put it into 5th gear. They've got to go fast and score in a hurry.
Off the RPO, caught to the right. We have an injured Aggies player now down on the field. Senior offensive lineman. So it's second down and 9. The completion not producing much there on first down. Looking to chuck it again. Pressure is coming. Catch made on the left side. Big moment here in this playoff game. 3rd and short on the 7th play of the drive. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. And he never had a chance tackled in the backfield.
This defense is flying around. The completion behind the line of scrimmage, and there they are. They are ready for it. Making the tackle in space. Now it's 4th down. They're doing a great job.
Makes the catch, and that is enough for a first down. He'll be ruled down there, but a 4th down conversion with plenty to spare.
These are critical moments in a playoff game. You're down, it's 4th down, you're forced into being aggressive, but Chris, they're able to get the conversion. That is really good execution and maybe something that they can build a little momentum off here in this ball game.
Here's a screen pass to the running back. Defense flies in. They make the tackle behind the line of scrimmage. Fans of the defense got to be frustrated. The offense cannot be stopped here. Looking downfield, it's Reed. Caught behind the line, it's Johnson. They're finally able to stop him. The quarterback brings the big man down. Not easy to do with that size difference. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Defense is coming after him. The junior quarterback shows his toughness, keeps this drive moving. The Aggies come to the line looking to crank up the tempo. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. Makes the grab, a chance to score. Touchdown, Aggies. They connect for 6.
Chris, I always talk about it. Timing and accuracy from the quarterback create these yards after the catch. And here he's able to put the ball on time and on target, and it affords the wide receiver the ability to run after the catch into the end zone. That is beautiful football, offensive football 101.
I believe they're going to line up here and go for the onside kick. On the hands team all over that to make the recovery. And here comes the Boise State offense back out on the field. Grinding away with their running game. They make the tackle, but this running back continues to churn out the yards. What a performance in this playoff game. Again, makes it 2nd and medium. On the run, it schemes. And he goes nowhere. Stop cold behind the line of scrimmage. Got a timeout here taken by the Aggies. That's their first. They still have 2 more to work with here in the final quarter. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. To throw, it's Madsen. He escapes the pocket. Scrambling around now, looking downfield. On the tight end, grabs it over the middle. And now Texas A&M calls their 2nd timeout. They've got 1 more timeout to use now.
Well, this is the advantage of a good quality big tight end, is that he can basically just post up the defense on a 3rd down and you create a 1st down for your offense. This is the type of mismatch that I think they should exploit the rest of the day.
Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9. And the Aggies will now spend their 3rd and final timeout. They'll have to navigate the rest of the way without being able to use a timeout. Here comes more big guys on the field. The offense going very heavy. And they tackle him, but a nice pickup on that running play. It's the 2-minute timeout as the offense continues to try to work the clock and secure an impressive victory here today. The Broncos trying to cash in here in the red zone. They'll try to run for the 1st down. Has a path to the end zone. Touchdown, Broncos. This offense cannot be stopped. Kicking team out for the PAT try. Extra point up and good. They build the lead to 18 here in the final quarter. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. And here comes the Aggies offense back on the field. This thing is so out of hand. All you can do now is play for a little shred of pride. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Back to pass. It's Reed. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack. They'll hurry to the line here with the clock running.
This is a no-chance play as a quarterback. This defensive end is getting off the ball so quickly. He is electric. That first step, he gets to the quarterback so quick, he's got nothing to do but protect the football. And thankfully for the offense, he's able to do so.
And they bring him down after a solid gain, but it's still well short of the 1st down marker. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Delivers quickly to the left side. And is intercepted. Look out, he's in the clear. And the defense is going to win this game, crushing any chance of a comeback. Now they can secure the W by just kneeling down. And with the game in hand, the offense just takes a knee. This team just continues to impress back-to-back